Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are beginning our journey through one of the most relatable and practical chapters of criminal law, that is offences against property, given under chapter 17 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. In this video, I'll break down what exactly is theft under section 303, how to remember these sections with a fun mnemonic, what makes extortion under section 308 more dangerous than just stealing? So let's start with explaining theft. Theft is given under section 303 to 307. Let's learn this section with a fun mnemonic. The mnemonic is the Slim Hindu Clerk Plan. Section 303, the stands for theft. Section 304, Slim stands for snatching. Section 305, Hindu stands for theft in dwelling house. Section 306, clerk stands for theft by clerk or servant. Section 307, plan stands for theft after preparation. An extortion is given under section 308. The mnemonic is just like 8 is equals to extort. So let's start with explaining what theft is. Here I will explain it in very easy manner. I will not go into the explanation, like I will only explain the essential ingredients, explanation and the punishments that is given under the section. Okay, theft is given under section 303. The essential ingredients of the theft are intending to take dishonestly. Second is any movable property. Third is out of the possession of any person. Fourth is without person's consent. Fifth is move such property in order to take such thing. There are 5 explanations which are given in this section. The first explanation is severed from the earth. Second explanation is slightest movement is sufficient. Third explanation is movement by removing an obstacle. Fourth explanation is causes an animal to move, and the last one is express or implied consent. Section 303 clause 2 talks about the punishment of theft. First is the general punishment for theft. The general punishment for theft extends up to 3 years or fine or both, and if the offender is a second time offender or a subsequent conviction is given, then the punishment then the offender will be liable for rigorous imprisonment, which cannot be less than 1 year and which can extend up to 5 years and with fine. The proviso in this section is newly inserted in Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which talks about it if the value of the stolen property is less than 5,000 and a person is convicted for the first time, then the punishment will be the return to return the value of the property or to restore the stolen property, and also the offender will be given the punishment of community service. Community service is also included, is newly inserted in Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Okay, now let's talk about section 304, which talks about snatching. The essential ingredients of section 304, that is snatching, are movable property is involved. Second is sudden and quick forcible action. Third is seizes or secures or grabs or takes away. See, seizes, secures, grabs or takes away from person or his possession, causes fear, alarm or surprise to the victim, and fifth one is done with dishonest intention. Section 304 clause 2 talks about the punishment of snatching. It can extend up to 3 years and fine. Now section 305. 305 is theft in these 3 places. What are these 3 places? Dwelling house, means of transportation and place of worship. See, what are the essential ingredients? The essential ingredients are first let's talk about dwelling house. Dwelling house is building, tent, vessel that is used as human dwelling and custody of property. Okay, the second one is transportation. Transportation is means of transport that is used for the supply of goods or carry the passengers. C is also for transportation, but in this transportation they talk about the articles or goods from any means of transport. Fourth one is place of worship. Place of worship, like in place of worship, any idol or any icon. And the last one is government. If the property is of government and in local authority, if in all these places any of the theft has been committed, then he shall be punished with an imprisonment which can extend up to 7 years and fine. Now let's talk about section 306, which is theft by clerk or servant of property in possession of master. What is the legal essence or what are the essential ingredients of this section? They are: first, the accused must be clerk or servant. Second is, there must be a master servant relationship. Without master servant relationship, the theft cannot happen. Third is, the property must be in master's possession. And fourth one is dishonest intention. The punishment for this theft is, that is theft by clerk or servant, it can extend up to 7 years and fine. Now what is section 307? Section 307 is theft after preparation made for causing death, hurt, restraint in order to committing of theft. What are the essential ingredients? C. Theft must be committed. Second is made preparation. The preparation should be made for causing, like C, death, hurt, restraint. Like 3 is death, hurt or restraint, and just the these 3 one is the fear of death, like fear of death, fear of hurt and fear of restraint. Death, hurt or restraint, then fear of death, fear of hurt or and fear of restraint to any person in order to committing theft, for escape, or to retain a stolen property shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment which may extend up to 10 years and fine. Now let's talk about section 308, that is extortion. The mnemonic for that is 8. What is the legal essence? Legal essence are: intentionally put any person in fear of injury. Now any person in fear of injury, to whom it can happen, to that person or to any other person. It can also happen to any other person also. Second is, the fear is used to dishonestly induce a person. Third is, that person is made to deliver what he has made to deliver: any property, valuable security, anything signed, sealed that can be converted into valuable security, and that delivery must be due to fear and not out of free will. It must be out of fear and not out of free will. Now let's talk about the punishment for this section. Section 308 clause 2 talks about the general punishment for committing extortion that can extend up to 7 years or fine. Section 308 clause 3 talks about even if someone just tries to cause fear to commit extortion, it is just an attempt. The punishment for this can extend up to 2 years or fine. Section 308 clause 4 talks about if the fear is of death or grievous hurt. If the fear is of death or grievous hurt, then it can extend up to 7 years or fine. Section 308 clause 5 talks about actually committing extortion by putting someone in fear of death or grievous hurt. Death or grievous hurt, actually committing, then the punishment will be higher, that is it can extend up to 10 years or fine. Section 308 clause 6 talks about threatening, just threaten, false criminal accusation for what offences? Offences which are punishable with less than 10 years or life imprisonment or death, to extract property. The punishment for this can extend up to 10 years and fine. And section 308 clause 7 talks about actually commits extortion. Here there was only threaten. The offender was only threatening the victim. Here he actually commits the extortion using threat of such serious accusation. In this section, the punishment will be up to 10 years or fine. Thank you.